You know what? Let me. So everybody can see my ugly mug. Yeah, that should be fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Oh, right. There you go. Puzzle games. Woohoo! My, did I have... There you go. Well, that doesn't help me at all, does it? To be fair, neither does that. This is all I have to work with the puzzle. So, within the confines of this puzzle, there's something I'm probably missing. It'd be really stupid if it was just angles. I highly doubt it. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no conceivable way. Yeah, there's no other way around either. My brain's still waking up. Interesting puzzle layout. Okay, yeah, that's just reintroducing the problem. I mean, that's just the same problem with, that's the same problem with extra steps. I think I fucked myself. Yep, I fucked myself. Right, duh. That's what I figured. Okay, so the initial problem I suppose I need to solve is there must be another way to have the red beam hit there. So I can move this a little forward. I think that's what I need to solve first. Oh, that. So I can't bring anything over. So I can't bring anything over. Too low. Oh, so I can hit that beam. Okay. Interesting. This is a very, very interesting solution to this problem. I don't think it's a real solution, though. Yeah, because the moment I walk away from it, it disappears. Maybe I'll come back to this one. It's never good to bash your head against one problem the entire time. Can't figure it out right away. Sometimes it's better to approach a different problem entirely, because sometimes the solution to one problem can help you obtain the solution to another. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. pieces in it. There we go. This is for... I would need lube.
Good job, 1K.
Well, there you go. Just because you can't progress in one area doesn't mean you can't progress in another. I don't like that. I kind of like having multiple areas contribute to the same problem. Yes. The Pink Floyd album. I was there last time. Let's go over here. To the green. Thank you for the Hydra redeem. Renos. This time I was prepared. And this time you can actually see me drink water. There you go. Once again, thank you for the Hydra redeem. Renos. I can't roll my tongues. Also, hello. This is exclusive of you seeing my ugly ass. on Twitch. Hi. Don't mind the mess in the background. You ain't gotta worry about that. I don't think you can even see it because I have it blurred out anyway. Oh, my room's a fucking mess. I really need to clean it. I mean, you can at least still see the floor. It's not that bad, but... Which fucking way? Kind of running around. Get to the red beam. Let's get to the red beam. I'm not one to judge. I've been bed rotting. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I think this was the red one. Yeah. That I've been trying to figure out. That last one was really easy, because I could actually, like, go outside. This one kind of seems like it's confined within this area. So, I'm gonna have to figure that the fuck out. Maybe come back to this one. Go to the green one. Also, I totally feel the bed rotting comment. That's what I was doing this morning, and then I was like, you know what? Can't keep doing this. I gotta get up. Get up. Get on up. Yeah, this gate's on all sides, so I'm not able to actually, like, pull them in. So how the fuck? That would be insane if I could do that. Holy shit. Wait a minute. I'm so fucking stupid. Laser beam. Laser beam. Out of curiosity, is my audio okay? I'm just trying to make sure that y'all can hear me and the game properly. By y'all, I mean viewers, but yeah, okay, cool. Just want to make sure that the audio isn't fucking deafening people either on my end or the game's end. Okay, now this one's the last one. This one's probably gonna rack my brain around a bit. Nope, all good. Hell yeah. Much appreciated. Actually, do I need this one open? Now think about it. Food? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. Don't. If it makes you feel better, it actually takes a bit for routine when I first wake up and when I'm actually hungry. So like today I got up at like 8 and it takes a bit for me to actually feel hungry. So besides, probably lose the weight, if I'm gonna be honest. There's a way to... You better eat later. It'll be you and me. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? We fighting? Okay, but like, how we fighting? What do you mean by that? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Right. Bring the mic back over here. There we go. We. Somehow. I mean, ultimately, this would have been a lot. This solution would be a lot easier if, like, oh, right, I have to use the fucking ladders. I gotta pull up the ladder. Okay. something I'm missing, obviously. Just not awake enough to make the realization of what it is that I am missing. Because holy shit. If my brain could wake up a little faster, that'd be fantastic. Hello. I just try to reposition it as best as I can. Well, even if I were to do that, I think I'll only be able to move it like a little bit. Yeah, there's no conceivable way I'd be able to use this angle to like prop myself forward a little bit, forward enough to be seen from there. So what in the fuck do I... Maybe I could... Oh, no. Okay, I still would have to be like... Fuck. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, that's too far back. Has to be an angle. Or an area or something I'm not seeing. Just leave that there for now and try to figure out where something can move it out of there. can't carry anything with me above the stairs. I mean, technically, I don't even need this one open. I just need this one open. So maybe the solution is to try to find this fucker to get over here. So that means I would have to find an alternative solution to getting that door open. Problem with that, though, is I would need to get the box over here in order to get it, like, prop it up at an angle so that I would actually be able to hit it. So if that's the case, I would need to bring the box over here first. But I don't think there really is a way, because it's just going to get stuck in the purple gate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just gets stuck at the purple gate. But there has to be something here. Something I'm not getting. Something I'm missing. Can't move this one out because it'll just get stuck on this purple gate. Yeah. No, it just turned red. The kind of red that would be absolutely needed to get this open, but the problem is I would have an inverter which would turn it blue. Which means I would not be able to even use that. Assuming this gate was open, of course. Sorry, I'm kind of just thinking out loud so that, because, you know, well, actually, no, I don't have to justify it. I'm streaming. I just talk out loud sometimes. I say that sometimes, but really all the time. By several accounts, I don't need this gate open. I just need to find a solution to reroute to get the blue beam over there. Game allow that? Well, even if the game would allow that, where the fuck would I go? Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be over here. But I'm glad that they have hitboxes here to even allow such a thing. Do they have hitboxes along the walls that I can use to climb down? Or is it just one solid hitbox? It's just one solid hitbox. Yep, there we go. Okay, the solution just reset itself. Let's see. How far of a drop is that? Not that far of a drop, actually. Wouldn't kill me. That obviously leads to a dead end. If I can land over there. Probably not. Unless I get a running start. Whoa. Okay. I was close enough. But even if that were the case, if I were to be able to hypothetically bring it all the way over here. Oh, hang on. There you go. I love having a privacy cover. Primo. This webcam came with one, so just immediately when I saw that, I was like, hell yeah. $30 plus a privacy cover. Sign me the fuck up. Alright, I was gonna try to see if I could do this. Okay, hang on. There's a brief point where the game like stops my momentum. Hang on. Still keep the same momentum, so maybe if I swerve. But I didn't jump. Okay. Hang on, I can do it. I can do it. Oh wait, no, there'd be no point, because even if I were to hypothetically bring it all the way up here, I could only like, I wouldn't be able to bring it in at all. There'd be no point. Okay, yeah, never mind. That was the conclusion I was just reaching before I got interrupted. keep forgetting that does that, and I get jump scared sometimes. Where the fuck? How the fuck? I don't want to look up the solution to this. Wait, hang on. Am I just that fucking stupid? I'm just that fucking stupid.
The gate's open. 1K if you want to.
Lesson learned.
I'll
Get a
finish
little
upstairs.
coffee in your life before you do puzzle games. Helps the neurons fire a little faster. What are you hissing at me for? I just wanted to take a bath. My goddamn. This is some early game boss type shit. Hang on, let me move this up a little bit. Whoa. There we go. There we go. So I'm not fucking scrunching my head. There we go. Put my hand on the funny reader. From Miranda. To... I ain't reading all that. I was doing some reading while the last trial was running, and I came across something I don't understand. There are a lot of references to ancient humans feeling that science is boring. To me, everything we're studying is mind-bendingly incredible, whether it's quark gluon deconfinement. Hang on. This is a term I've never heard of, and I know a decent amount of fucking scientific jargon. Like, what the fuck? It is actually very rare for me to stumble upon something I do not know. I swear to God, if this... Yes, I understand. Quark gluon plasma is an interesting localized assembly of quarks and gluons at thermal and chemical equilibrium. Yes, because I know what a quark and a gluon is. What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay. Sorry. Did I say I know a decent amount of scientific jargon? I mean, I know abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Holy shit. Hang on. These words are so funny, I might just go down a fucking rabbit hole off stream. Like, what the shit is this? The fuck is a quark? The fuck is a gluon? Why the fuck are they called quarks and gluons? Hang on. Quark is a type of elementary particle and a fundamental constituent of matter. Quarks combine form composite particles called hadron. Okay, I know what. Okay, yeah, hadrons. The most stable of which are protons and neutrons, the components of the atomic nuclei. Okay. Okay, so a proton is composed of 2 up quark, 1 down quark, and the gluons that mediate the forces binding them together. Okay, so this goes into more specifics on protons and neutrons. That's essentially what okay. So that would explain why I don't really know what the fuck a quark is, because that's getting into the nitty-gritty of what the fuck makes up a proton and a neutron. I mean, on that fucking thought process, you could probably just keep going down and down and down and down and down until you ad infinitum. Quarks have various intrinsic properties, including electric charge, mass, color change, and spin. Spin? Carried by... oh, okay. For this reason, much as well as known about quarks and drawn from observations of hadrons. They have an antiparticle, an antiquark. Up, down, strange, charm, bottom, and top. Strange? Charm? What? The charm quark, or C quark. You know what? This is starting to just sound like materia to me. Materia from Final Fantasy. You got some strange materia. You got some charm up materia. I'm just kidding. There's no charm up materia. That doesn't exist. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't in FF7 anyway. Known as flavor. They're known as flavors. Hang on. He's like, hey, yo, what type of ice cream you like? I'm into the bottom ice cream myself, personally. I like my bottom ice cream. Up and down quarks have the lowest masses of all quarks. The heavier quarks rapidly change up and down quarks through a process of particle decay. Whereas strange, charm, bottom, and top quarks only produce in high energy collisions, such as those involving cosmic raising particle acceleration. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would explain the mention of hadron, probably like in association with the Hadron Collider. Quark model was individually proposed by physicists Gell-Mann and George White. So why the fuck are they called quarks? Quarks were introduced as part of an ordering scheme of hadrons, and there was little evidence of their physical existence until deep inelastic scattering experiments at the Stanford Linear Accelerator Center in 1968. Okay. Okay, so these... Okay, elementary particles. A gluon. Okay, so a gluon is part of a vector bosons. The fuck is a vector? The fuck is a boson? Higgs, I imagine that's named after the scientists that discovered it. Okay, so gluon and photon are like in the same classification of each other, so I know what photons are. Tau? Wait, there's a particle called tau? Someone's been playing a lot of Warhammer 40k, if you know what I'm saying. Someone's been playing a lot of Warhammer 40k. Let's fucking go. Hang on. Okay, now I'm curious. When the fuck was the tau come up with? Because this particle seems like it was discovered in 1960 something. I'm not sure how accurate the information here on Wikipedia is. Exotic hadrons, such as the tetraquark and the pentaquark, conjectured from the beginnings of the quark model, but not discovered until the early 21st century. Alright. The quark model. Okay, but does it say why the fuck it's called a quark? Extensions of the Gell-Mann-Zwag model. I suppose they probably could call it the Gell-Mann-Swig. Oh, here you go. We're reluctant to firmly identify these cores with quarks at the time, instead calling them partons. Term coined by Richard Feynman. That slag would be that identified as up and down quarks as the other figures are discovered. Parton remains in use as a collective term for the constitutions of hadrons. They received the Nobel Prize in 1990 for their work. Okay, that's kind of cool. So they didn't want to call them quarks, but that doesn't initially, and they still call them partons in some places, but why the fuck are they still called quarks? Oh, here you go. When I assigned the name quark to the phone, I had the sound first without the spelling, which could have been quark. Quarked up white boy. Quarked up white boy coated with the wait, what is it? Coated with the God damn it. Goated with the photons. No, that wouldn't make sense because that's in a different category. Quarked up white boy goated with the with the flavor? Flavor. Sauce. Corked up white boy goated with the sauce. Holy shit! Breakthrough, everybody. We just made a breakthrough. Quark meaning for one thing, the cry of the gull, was clearly intended to rhyme with mark as well as bark. Another such words had to find an excuse to pronounce it as a quark. But the book represents the dream of a publican named Humphrey Chimpton Earwicker. Words in the text. That's a very unfortunate last name. I'm sorry. Text of triply like the Portmanteau words in Through the Looking Glass. From time to time, the phrases occur in the book that are partially determined by calls for drinks at the bar. Therefore, I perhaps one of them. 3 quarks for Mr. Mark might be 3 quarts for Mr. Mark, in which case the pronunciation quark would not totally be unjustified, in a case the number 3 fitted perfectly the way quarks occur in nature. Oh, so they... Oh. Okay, so they got the name Quark because dude liked Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, I guess got drunk? And mispronounced it as quartz, as quarks. Man's got drunk, mispronounced quartz. And that's how that name got fucking solidified. Went into further detail is 1990 with the Quark and the Jaguar. Prefer the name Ace for the Pargia theorized. Yeah, that wouldn't have held up. German terminology came from most the Quark model have been commonly accepted. That's pretty interesting. Okay, what about the gluon? Is it just like a type of glue that this fucker ate as a child and then they just decided to... Okay, no, that you'll even mention. The term was coined by Gell-Mann in 1962. to an adhesive or glue that keeps the nucleus. You know what? That's valid. That's fair. With the quarks, these particles are referred to as partons by Richard Feynman. Yeah, all right. Sorry. That was a very small, weird tangent. Quark gluon deconfinement. Okay, but wait, I know what a quark deconfine. Oh wait, no, deconfinement would just mean that they're probably like. Like they just separate quarks and gluons, I imagine. Like, just break apart the atoms. Or neutrino antineutrino oscillations. Okay. Or even something incredibly basic like the properties of light. I understand why our ancestors cared about art, why a beautifully crafted story or poem was moving to them. But how could they not see that everything that surrounds us is just as incredible? Studying science is like studying the most incredible machine ever created. A machine designed to build worlds and tell stories. How could they not see that? I'm sure there's a good explanation, but I don't get it. Oh, hang on. I'm downloading more RAM!
Mother? What are you thinking about, Mother?
The Talus Principle. You see, it has two applications. One is to the self. It means facing the truth even if it frightens us. Understanding that living beings are machines and we can't afford to lie to ourselves. But that's just the beginning. The second application is to the world. This one seems easier at first. It's less difficult to understand that the universe is a machine, governed by laws.
So we and the universe are the same?
No, and that's the crucial part. We are conscious. Consciousness is rare, unlikely, but it's also the foundation of everything else. Without us, there can be no meaning. Without someone to perceive it, the beauty of the universe is pointless. But that shouldn't make us arrogant. No, in fact, it means we carry a tremendous responsibility. We are the light of the cosmos. And if we go out, there will be nothing but a cold, dark machine.
I mean, yeah. You can essentially break that down to
Athena.
you can essentially break that down to was it the question of if a tree falls in the tree falling in the forest problem, where it's like if a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it, does it still make a sound? So like if there's no one to observe the universe and its beauty, is it still beautiful? Is it hideous? Is it something that can be described if there's no one there to describe it?
Founder was here?
She could still be here. What if this is why she left, to build all this? We have to look for her.
That's a very interesting
I think we better scramble.
But she could be right here, right behind the next door. I could turn around a corner and walk right into her.
Yeah, I don't
If
think
she's really here, she'll still be here when we come back. But right now, safety needs to come first. Let's go, Byron.
You're... Oh. Damn you, but you're right. Heading back.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine if she built all this, or they, I shouldn't assume genders, this shit seems like it's been here for a long fucking time, so I think we'll be fine. Interesting. There's 4 platforms. Is that just lighting, or is there like something else that I could do here? I wonder. So it seems, with the first Talus principle, it asks the question, what makes a human being a human being? And it seems like This game is
Was that
asking the
really
question.
Founder? I think so.
Hang on.
It was her. For years, I've wondered what happened to her, why she left, where she went, why she didn't tell me.
If the answers are here, I promise you we'll find them. We just have to be careful. Follow protocol.
I still can't believe the founder built this place. Has she been here the whole time?
We don't know that she actually built it. All we know for sure is that she was here at some point.
Of course she built this. Who else would have the kind of vision necessary to accomplish something like this? The question is why? And why like this? Why recreate all these aspects of the simulation? What is she trying to tell us?
It does seem like it might be a test. I can't imagine any other explanation. But why is it so broken? Or does it just appear to be broken so that we have to learn how to fix it? I hate this.
Well, I know one thing for sure. Everyone in New Jerusalem is gonna go absolutely nuts.
Also really interesting that the path that I had to go down had just happened to be the path that allowed me to proceed forward, because there were several paths that everyone else took, and then the one that I took just happened to be the one in order to progress forward. Did I grab anything in this one? I don't remember. Rust. Here you go. Ulysses, except F5358. How dull it is to pause to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life, life piled on life. We're all too little and of one to me. Little remains, but every hour is saved. From that eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things. And vile it were for some 3 suns to store and hoard myself, and this grey spirit yearning in desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. I'm assuming that's an excerpt from Was there an epic called Ulysses? Or am I know there's the Iliad, I know there's the Odyssey. Or was Ulysses a character? Maybe it was an excerpt from a character talking, or like not necessarily talking. One in the bathroom.
All right, take us back to base camp, Yakut.
Yes, sir. I'm getting some new readings. Looks like 2 of the northern sites are lighting up.
I think that may have been me. I suspect the puzzles are somehow tied to the transport system, like we're supposed to solve them in a particular order.
Our main objective is getting back into the megastructure. 1K, I want you on puzzles. You seem to have a knack for them. But the rest of us can't neglect our secondary objectives of studying this island and understanding this technology.
Alright, guess I'm back at it again. At the crispiest of creams. Hang on. It's a golden gate here. Okay, well, seems like I can't open it yet. What about this? Stars. Interesting. The stars don't correlate to read this one before. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is the pyramid, I think. Is this like a topographical map of the pyramid? And the locations labeled are just different interfaces. I think. It's just a guess. I might bump the frame rate of my stream to like 48 frames or something. But like 30 on my end just looks too low. It's like a fucking slideshow. Take advantage of that. Oh, what is it? Take advantage of that variable refresh rate. I know, I gotta go in here. TVs and monitors have that nowadays. 48's the new 30. I still don't know what these gold pulses are about. Because I wasn't able to open any of them yet. Desolate island. Prone to landslides. Anthropogenic climate change. Unearth one.
You should be headed towards an island off the northern coast. The terrain's pretty rough, so be careful.
The island has another island attached to it.
Yes, it has several, actually.
Oh, we're in
How
Japan.
irritating.
What?
That sounds a lot like Japan. Or the Arctic Circle. That's fair. We're in Canada. My brain. You telling me you're already here? Bullshit. Oh. Huh. Huh. The puzzle's all, like, right here. That's cool. I was expecting to explore a bit. Okay.
What the?
What the fuck? What? Hang on. This has several implications in the story. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is... Yeah, this is a fun mechanic. Not nearly as bad as the recorder in 1, though. Oh man, I remember the recorder. I didn't mind them too much, but they were a little archaic at times. Also, hello, AFK Bowflex. Let's call you Bowflex. Like Bowflex, like the fucking gym equipment that I remember being advertised a shit ton in the day. Bowflex. Oh yeah. 20 years. Ago. Huh. I'm almost 40. Well, I'm 32. So... I was just about to say, I remember seeing those as a kid, and I'm just like, that makes sense. But yeah, no, like, I'm just more, like, because it's like, I could literally take control of this one, which I'm pretty sure is the one that was part of the solution, and I could just walk out with him. Which means my original body could just stay in there the entire time and not just be out and about with the new body. So it's like, it's another layer to like the Talos principle. It's like, am I still me if I'm in a different body entirely? And shit like that.
Miranda is the founder's daughter. It's still kind of blowing my mind. She came all the way out here, left everything she had behind, and created a new life. Why do you think she did that?
I don't fucking know.
Neither do I. Maybe she was just lonely.
Maybe she just got bored of this shit.
I'm not sure, to be honest. This is all so surreal. Walking around here is so peaceful, but it's also, I don't know. One moment I feel inspired, the next, kind of creeped out. Our ancestors relied heavily on fossil fuels for energy generation, which released a lot of carbon dioxide. This caused the atmosphere to trap more heat, which changed the planet's overall climate. The effect continued even after they were gone, and these low-lying areas were flooded. I've seen a lot of places like that. No, I never did. I would have loved to. Nope.
I like how direct he was about it. Just like, nope. I am good. That's all you, buddy.
You know, people throw around the word awesome a lot. I probably do it too, but I think what we saw in there is the proper meaning of the word.
That's fair. Let's go to 2. Take platform. Oh, I'm done. Shit, which one of me is the original? I swap back and forth too many times to keep track.
Any further insights on the particle clouds, Melville?
To be honest with you, Byron, I feel like a caveman trying to study Bose-Einstein condensate. I'm seeing unknown particles whose every property violates the laws of physics, apparently capable of being controlled and recombined into just about anything. It's ridiculous.
I could stare my own ass.
Someone in
That's
New
crazy.
Jerusalem can figure it out.
Sure, just give them another 1,000 years.
How can I help you? Then at least we may be able to find out what happened in New Jerusalem, why she came here. But I don't think she left the island. I think she's still here, waiting for us to make the right choices. It's hard to articulate. There just seems to be so much intent here. There has to be a reason for all this. And Athena is the only reason that makes sense. I think every single human being is completely unique, and every instance of consciousness is a miracle. The more of us there are, the more alive the universe is. And the more we all interact with each other, the more complex the life of the universe becomes. So I believe that people are a fundamental good. I don't believe we're all flawless, but I think every one of us matters precisely because nothing else does. Okay. How many robots does it take to change a light bulb? Replacing a light bulb is a waste of resources, and the founder would be outraged. You know, Herman had the same reaction. Could be, yes, of course. All technology has the potential to be misused, from fire and the wheel to whatever makes these particle clouds. But that doesn't mean it has to be. In the principle of it, no. It's not just that I believe humanity is fundamentally good, although I do. It's that I think sentience is the foundation of everything else. What's the point of stars and galaxies, of hills and forests, without someone to perceive them? But my faith that we can actually grow up, that we can break out of these loops and take control of our destiny, that's something I struggle with every single day. Herman, honestly, I think he makes people feel safe. The world beyond our walls is frightening. Human history is full of failures and disasters. It's easy to look at that and recoil. Herman offers a vision of the future that feels contained, manageable. Precisely. Our curiosity, our creativity, our ability to grow, everything that made us who we are. To me, that's not worth it. Because they refused to grow up. They refused to take control of their lives. They let bureaucrats and financiers determine their destiny, and those people could not think beyond themselves, beyond the tiny, insignificant moment they were trapped in. Their technology could have saved them, but what really failed them was their imagination.
That's pretty telling today.
Athena was always trying to understand the reality underneath what we perceive, the objective truth. That's why she was capable of leaving the simulation. And even after she was free, she never stopped trying to understand more. I suspect her research took her another step closer to understanding the truth. And such steps always challenge our conception of the universe. But that's the wonderful thing about science. We can adapt our views to the evidence. In the sense of an interventionist deity? No. I wouldn't rule out the possibility, but it's not something I personally believe. But I do think there is something genuinely sublime in this universe, and it's right in front of us. Consciousness. The fact that this sense of self is even possible, that an arrangement of matter can produce a self-aware mind? Think about it. It's a fundamental property of the universe, an unbreakable law that matter has the inherent capacity to become more than the sum of its parts. That is the definition of transcendence. She did, yes. Some people in New Jerusalem choose to live in family units, although usually that involves marriage or equivalent ceremonies, not having children. You could say that Athena was a kind of mother to us, and Cornelius a kind of father, but it's not quite the same.
I always like the interesting conversations that we could have. I always enjoyed the conversations that I would have with what's his name? Actually, I don't think they ever had it. No, they had a name. I just don't remember. The voice at the terminal, the adversary. I think that was their official title. And it's always really interesting hearing from these people, their different perspectives. It's fascinating. Does that mean that this one is the original copy? Because I could do that? Hang on. I would have to lead me back to this one. Or maybe this one's just weirdly bugged. Oh, you know what?
Good job, 1K.
I've been watching you solve these puzzles, and this body replication tech is incredible. It just casually blows up the very foundations of our society.
God, I'm not the only one that thinks this.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to make more of us? We're not like a toaster. You don't just weld together a couple of wires and a motherboard and call it a day. Not to mention how hard it is to even find some of the materials. And this thing just, poof, new human. It was. Or was it? And even if it was, sorry to be heretical, but does it matter? If we can figure out how this works, we can finally, easily create more people. We can grow. We can expand. We can build a real civilization. Isn't that worth pursuing? Look, yes, large amounts of people can cause problems. But even the problems they cause are interesting. Because without people, the world is boring. I'm not even saying there isn't some planetary limit. But I've done the maths. It's in the high billions, not a measly 1,000. Anyway, we all need to think about what this means. Glad you and I are more or less on the same page.
Well, yeah. The problem is that when you get to billions upon billions, which we haven't, I don't think we've gone to that point. We're just in the billions. But people become numbers.
We may not know how
People
it works
are
or what
numbers
its limitations
today.
are, but the technology itself isn't even what really matters. What matters is to expand our imagination, to realize that other futures are possible. I'm glad you see it that way too, 1K. After all, the world is better with you in it, isn't it?
Why specifically me, though? Doesn't have to be me.
return to the past, but the future can redeem all that has happened.
You know, for everything to be concentrated into that area, this is a huge fucking map. Sorry I keep breathing into my mic. I'm just trying to, you know, breathe like human beings should. Also, trying to figure out fucking puzzles, all it is. God damn. Wait, hang on. Okay. There we go. Now freeze up the box. There we go. Hang on a moment. Let me just. Oh. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna wash my face real quick so I can wake myself up. I'll be right back. There we go. Woo! My eyes are a lot more open now. Let's go. There's a thing over there. Is I up here or no? Okay, this is different. Oh, okay, I was here earlier, but I just got out and okay, yeah, okay, cool. So I have not done this one yet. I have a platform and a box. Pixel hunting. Wait, hang on. Son of a bitch.
Imagine spending years in such a desolate place. For what? Science? Enlightenment? I'd much rather be back home in New Jerusalem.
I think it's beautiful in its own way. But I don't understand how our ancestors could survive here. They were so fragile. Imagine getting stuck out here in the cold. I wonder if there are wolves.
It's kind of a miracle biological humans lasted as long as they did. Yes? Of course I did. She and Cornelius were both there when I was born. Neath was just starting to take over back then, and they were still showing her the ropes. Busy. There was always another problem to solve. Did you know that she never upgraded her body? Always prioritized everyone else. That's the kind of work ethic I wish more people had. I disagree. At least when it comes to myself. For me, living is doing. I've never felt the need for a partner as such. I've met a lot of people who do. Athena and Cornelius, Atal and Damien, Sarabai and Hypatia. But that's not really for me. So far, at least. But I do have social needs like anyone. What I like is a pleasant buzz of humanity. Not too close, not too far. Something I can be part of without having it get in my face all the time.
That's valid. That's really valid.
The data stream overloads. Yes, they could. There are safeguards to prevent that from happening, but these aren't exactly carefully controlled circumstances. It's hard to predict. Our brains are absurdly complicated, which is why it's so hard to make more of us.
Real quick, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart the stream and bump up the frame rate. So, just to test something out, see if I can't even. Hang on. Why is it saying I'm not streaming on Discord? What the fuck? I'm not sure if you're here in the stream, but thanks for the DMs. Here. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to restart my stream and then try to have it at like... Maybe we'll bump up the resolution to 1440p and then we'll have the frame rate a little higher. I don't know about 60.